Namaskar and welcome to the Ayurveda Mantra Show. The word Ayurveda means the science of life. It is the science of healing through herbs and natural means, and that's what we talk about it in this weekly show. The benefits of Ayurveda and how it can cure and prevent any sickness, any disease. And we discuss this with Dr. Ambika Nair, one of the founders of Santigram Kerala Ayurvedic Wellness Centers in USA. Dr. Nair, once again, welcome to the show.
Hi Sanjeev. Hello TV Asia viewers. Hope you all enjoyed my last talk, what I delivered about the sleep apnea. Now I'm going to talk about one more subject, that is about diabetes. Please listen so that you will be benefited.
Very good. I would say, Dr. Nair, our show perhaps is one of the most anticipated shows on TV Asia because viewers are contacting us and they're letting us know that they're enjoying this show and they are asking us questions, I guess, to be mentioned in the show. You mentioned diabetes. Diabetes is a problem not only in USA, not only in India, but it's a worldwide problem. And many individuals and even kids in a young age also are getting diabetes and they're suffering with diabetes. What exactly is diabetes?
See, diabetes is actually because everybody says that because carbon, that if you eat a lot of carbohydrate, if it doesn't digest, that's the layman's talk. So excessive things which the body cannot digest, then you get it. But it's not that actually. Diabetes, it is a classification also. How you find the diabetes means, first of all, you experience a lot of fast urination. Okay. See, whatever we eat, you or me, whatever we eat, it has to digest.
Correct.
So what will happen? Because the body will convert that into sugar or glucose. Okay, because sugar and glucose is there in the body.
Right.
Then again, from where, who will make it, who will again break down? So insulin. So we should know where it is produced. That is more important. We should know about insulin actually. So insulin is produced by the pancreas. There are certain cells called Langerhans. Okay, so this produces. So when we eat, when it is already sugar form, so this insulin only gets into that is the key, like how you open the door. Okay. So that get into the cells. Then it converts into energy.
Okay.
Thus we get all the energy. Then after eating, little laziness, then we become more energetic. That's all.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's what diabetes is all about. Okay. Now, can diabetes be cured?
Diabetes, it's a management actually.
Okay.
How you manage. There are so many types of, you want me to talk about
yes,
types of diabetes?
Please. Yeah, let's just talk about, you're right, let's just talk about types of diabetes first.
Okay, types of diabetes means, when it is seen in the very young age, it is called the juvenile or insipidus. Okay, because at that time, it is like an autoimmune disease because totally our body reacts to this Langerhans. These cells are totally destroyed.
Okay.
So there is no insulin.
Right.
So naturally, this child will get so tired. He will be so cranky. He will be sweating a lot. No energy to move. So this is what the parents will notice. Okay. So then they will bring the child to the clinics, wherever, whether Ayurveda or any medical clinic.
Correct.
And then they see that because they will start taking insulin actually. That is also, a very tired because taking insulin, because you don't know how much to take according to the food, your exercise, and really the parents suffer a lot because when a child has this diabetes.
Correct. What's a type A diabetes and type B diabetes?
It is like the type 1 and
type 1 and type 2. Okay.
2. Type 1 is mostly insulin dependent, That's what I told you about the type 1. Just know what I told, because it is like a autoimmune disease where total cells are totally destroyed in the pancreas.
Okay.
That islets of Langerhans, which secretes our insulin, because that is already over.
Okay.
So then comes the type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes, like it can be seen in the youngsters also. Like mostly the onset will be like between like 25 to, then it comes. But it is more manageable. Okay. And it's here, see, their insulin is totally out here, but type 2 diabetes always can produce and manage more insulin,
Acha.
even with some pills,
Okay.
even with some Ayurvedic medicines, or even with some, like the way you do some exercise. All those things and a little any other, like workouts and all, they will be able to manage with the diet and the food habits and all.
So type 2 can be managed.
Managed
Type
along.
1.
Type
cannot.
1 because they need a lot of monitoring, because the side effects will come with that. Like you can diabetes is a really deadly disease, I should say, because it affects, the kidneys.
Correct.
Your creatine goes high, and if you don't take care, blood pressure goes high and all. So it is very, very dangerous actually.
It is, and it is very dangerous, and it is a growing concern. It's a worldwide concern when it comes to diabetes. Viewers, you are watching the Ayurveda Mantra show. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk more on diabetes and the Ayurvedic treatments which can be cured, through which diabetes can be cured. So we'll talk about that when we come back. Welcome back to the Ayurveda Mantra show, viewers. In this episode, we are talking about diabetes and through Ayurveda, how it can be managed, diabetes or the complications surrounding diabetes, with Dr. Ambika Nair. Dr. Nair, diabetes is a growing problem, and many people, I would say maybe 1 in 3 or 3 in 5, some kind of a ratio like that they have diabetes. From young age to middle age to old age, people have diabetes. Nowadays, it's like if you don't have a diabetes, that means you are a healthy person. Because everybody, one or the other way gets affected with diabetes. Now let's talk about the treatment for diabetes. The medical treatment, where they go to doctor and they, doctor gives certain kind of pills and they have to take it every day, or even I know people take insulin injections a couple of times a day to prevent diabetes. But then Ayurveda treatment. So let's just talk about Ayurveda treatment and why Ayurveda treatment is better and more effective than any other medical treatment.
Yeah. See, we divide, like we see that what is their constitution. That is more important. Because you see, like example, like you came to me. So I will say that I know you don't have diabetes. So I will tell.
Yes, I don't.
Yeah, I know that's what I know that I am.
Oh, you can tell.
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
So I will see the pulse and see that which form of diabetes he got it. What is the dosha behind his diabetes? Okay, whether it is related with the kapha, related vata, or pitta. You understand? So kapha related means his mid fat will be on the higher side.
Oh wow!
You see, we talked about like the
yeah.
snoring comes for them.
Yeah.
Not much oxygen.
In a sleep apnea
no
episode,
energy,
we talk about that.
No energy. All these things comes.
Correct.
Understand?
Yeah.
So excessive urination, and not much. Like they get tired very fast because it affects the muscles a lot. So they get tired very fast. They will tell that after a few hours, especially youngsters, because they cannot accept, first of all, they got the diabetes because they are very young, ambitious in life. Okay. So for the kapha people, we tell them to, we have very special therapies. In Panchakarma, what we do I will segregate and tell what we do. Okay, for kapha, we have to, if it is a kapha means we will do the nasyam, that is one of the important detoxification in Ayurveda.
Correct.
Okay, then again with the abhyangam for the body, which will improve their circulation. Okay, so like a tan man. Okay, then we will have certain Talams, very special medications will be applied on their brekma to pacify that. Then we give vasti to them. So this all like a therapeutic enemas which will clean their liver, their pancreas, and even all the toxins accumulated in the gastrointestinal system. So it's a wonderful therapy. Then the steam bath. Then we do it is a like a process. How he is feeling better. Then we go with the next type of treatment, nourishing. There even after the vastis, especially in the men means it will be like erectile dysfunctions. Their sperm count comes very low. There are so many complications. Yeah.
So
And
there are
the
different
kidney
treatments for
according
different
to
causes.
according to the cause we treat.
Correct.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
more important.
Okay. Now, can diabetes be cured permanently?
See, it is management. Okay.
Okay.
Because you should know what you are eating.
Okay.
Yeah. And you should have a good sleep.
But nowadays,
Stress.
what can you eat where you don't even get smallest of smallest sugar?
It's not a must that you cannot eat sugar. You can eat sugar.
Okay.
But excessive eating.
Hmm.
Only if you cannot take sugar, but if you keep on eating sugar means that you are killing yourself. See, now diabetes has become like an epidemic. You understand? no?
Correct. Absolutely.
See, like breast cancer, it is all coming down. But that threat is at least you can manage. But this is lifelong. It is going to affect all your organs in the body and even your eyesight.
Correct.
Okay, because people with the eye problem is more important in this one. Their vision defect is more important. Their concentration, their memory goes bad. And like a diabetic neuropathy, complications are like how many pages you can write.
Correct.
Because that is more important.
Okay.
Like even we know in pitta people, like their cholesterol will go high with this because of the narrowing of the arteries and all. So again, see, medicines will not work. They won't sleep properly. Again getting into the well. Yeah. So once it is not getting cured only because then they, in allopathy also they give the insulin pumps and all, very difficult to manage.
Okay.
Yeah.
If anyone comes to one of these Santigram Kerala Ayurvedic wellness centers in USA with a diabetes problem, when you start a treatment, let's say you figure out cause, what causes diabetes to that person, and then you begin a treatment. With the treatment, obviously diet is important, as you mentioned. Do they also have to take regular some kind of herbs or pills, Ayurvedic pills, in order to have that diabetes cured or managed better?
Listen, this diabetes can be managed from your own kitchen.
Oh, okay. Very well said. Very well said.
This is actually, see, the kitchen is the origin. Okay. Here nobody wants to cook. So many people. They eat actually because they want to keep the. See, I'm telling, why I'm telling, because one of my client told me that, I don't like to cook. I told them, what do you eat? No, we order from the hotels. I told them how I can treat you because
Every
I
day?
want you to.
Every day they
Every
order?
day.
Oh, okay.
Our Indian family, I'm sorry to say. Okay. Then, no, because we get a lot of guests and I want my house to be always clean. Actually, being in Ayurveda, I should not say only in Ayurveda, like a thorough human being, it was not acceptable to me. Okay. Children were sick, all these things. I told you have to eat what I am telling. She went away. She told, no, I cannot adjust. She was on insulin. She came back with very bad side effects.
Oh my God.
Okay. So after 8 months she came. She told, I surrendered in front of you. I told, I didn't ask you to surrender in front of me. If you really very ambitious, oh, I travel a lot. I told, when you travel a lot, but you can eat. You have a choice to eat, So there are certain things, which you cannot eat. Then why you want to eat a poison to kill yourself?
Okay. But I like what you said, diabetes can be managed from your own
From
kitchen.
your own kitchen.
Very good. Okay.
Actually, it starts from the kitchen.
Correct. So let's hold on to that thought. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back in this Ayurveda Mantra show, we'll continue to talk more on diabetes. Welcome back to the Ayurveda Mantra Show. In this episode, we are talking about a very important topic which unfortunately you might be affected or someone you know that might be affected. It's an epidemic, as Dr. Nair mentioned, and that's diabetes. So now we're going to talk more on diabetes. And right before the break, Dr. Nair suggested or said that diabetes can be managed from your own kitchen. What more can you say on that part? How it can be managed? What can you do at home to prevent diabetes entering in your body?
Yes. See, first of all, you can take turmeric. Turmeric is our best healer.
Okay.
Okay. You can take either any form. If it is a powder, take 1 teaspoon of turmeric
Right.
with a little bit of black pepper powder and 1 teaspoon of amla powder.
Amla powder. Okay.
Okay, mix it in slight lukewarm water and drink that early morning.
Is that amla powder available in Indian grocery
Yeah,
stores?
in the stores, anywhere in the Ayurvedic
Okay.
centers also. Otherwise, you can take the raw one also, even though it is frozen. But we are not getting the other one.
Correct.
So you can keep that frozen one amla in warm water, little bit for a little time. Then you can take even kacha haldi also, if you can just crush it and take it. If you can take it, it is very good
So
for
this simple remedy,
Yeah.
you follow that every day,
Yeah.
and it can really prevent
you.
diabetes
Yeah.
entering
Not
into your
only
body?
this one, coming,
Okay.
methi.
Ah,
Okay, that is another thing. Methi powder.
yes.
Okay, you should take methi powder, and very bitter karela powder. Okay, and neem powder. If you mix it, it is very difficult to take, but you can start with a small proportions, like 1/4 teaspoon of each before your meals.
Correct.
Okay, so every meal you see that even people come with A1C like 8, 9, even 11, very dangerous for viewers, you all know it. Okay, so that it will even come down. You should not get a constipation.
Correct.
And this acidity has to be, the liver has to be taken care, then only the pancreas will be taken care. Yeah.
This is a very simple remedy, and I'm sure that everybody in their own kitchen will have all these things,
Yeah.
right, in their house. Even knowing that this is a simple remedy and it can prevent diabetes, why don't our own people follow that?
Because
Why don't they believe in this?
it is a little bitter and all, because bitter gourd is very good actually, that's
Chalo,
very
mana ki
nice.
kadwa hai. I
Yeah,
mean, it's
kadvi, yeah, but
bilkul.
it works a lot actually.
Correct.
And not only that, we should include, like a lot of okra. Okay, okra can be like 2 or 3 okra if you put it in water. But one thing, if your diabetes is with the kapha, please don't take like that, because your kapha will increase.
But they need to know that.
No,
they need,
that's
they
what
need
I'm
to know
telling,
that
yeah.
diabetes is
Yeah.
kapha, and that's why they need to visit
Yesterday,
one of.
somebody was asking me, doctor, you told, I didn't tell, because actually I told you, but I didn't tell you to tell to somebody who were very bad, because he was asthmatic. So, they told, and he had a lot of issues, and he has to be administered all, like cortisone.
Okay.
And the cortisone, see, not only diabetic will come just like with the lifestyle. If you take a lot of cortisone, the side
Yes,
effect is that.
correct.
Even after the chemotherapy, sometimes you get a lot of, because see, the patients always come with complications to me, like chemo, then again that onset will be there for the disease. So they undergo like 2-3 chemos, cortisone shots, all these things which will really damage this, like cells, and they really get into diabetes.
There are many drugs out there that people take it in order to control diabetes, right? When they come to you after they have tried drugs, or maybe they're taking these medicines and everything, and then they come to you, and Ayurveda helps them out. Ayurveda treatment helps them out.
So many side effects, I'm sorry. So many side effects are there with this, with the diabetes, because diabetes only creates all, because it is in the whole system,
Yes.
whole your body is getting affected.
Correct.
Okay, so like neuropathy, I told you that what are the complications, So then they, I don't remove their medications. We start with some herbs are also there. Then they see that how everything, see some people get up at night like 10, 11 times. So what sleep they get, what quality of sleep they get, how the sugar will come down.
Okay.
So, there are certain ways, like certain herbs are also there, very good herbs they can, so which will prevent even from any complication of their kidneys.
Absolutely.
Because so we prescribe them, they can buy their own, they can have it. So they
And
can
that's
always
what,
take it.
you mentioned herbs, and that's what Ayurveda is all about, because Ayurveda is a combination of herbs and its treatments, and that's what Santigram Kerala Ayurvedic Wellness Centers in USA offers, a genuine treatments to cure diabetes or to cure any sickness or illness. Dr. Nair mentioned by taking turmeric and other stuff, that's basically our Ayurveda mantra of the day.
Yes.
All right, so once again, I'd like you to repeat that.
Yeah, hope you all listened, but still I will repeat once more. When you get up in the morning, just take like I don't say that if you are very young or something like that, you can take like 1 teaspoon, but if you are above like 20, 22 years old, you can take like 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder with amla powder, 1 teaspoon with pinch of black pepper powder. Don't put 1 teaspoon, because then if you are not listening, then like you will get a lot of irritating bowel syndrome and all. Please don't get into all those things. Okay, then with a slight lukewarm water, you can take that first in the morning. Then just before your food, you can keep it in small packets, like a little bit of, like a 1/4 spoon of neem powder and Karela powder and methi powder. It's bitter, but it works like a wonder for you. Sincerely telling, I really appreciate if you take it. Okay. Prevention is always better than cure. If you are putting on a little weight also, so that it will help you a lot, so that you will be away from diabetes with your own way.
Very nice. I think you are saying it with heart, and
Yes.
and the viewers, you must, if you can, please follow Dr. Nair's suggestion, and hopefully, if you have a diabetes, it will be cured or it can be prevented. Thank you so much for watching this Ayurveda Mantra Show on TV Asia. Next week, when we come back, we're going to talk about also important topic. Until then, should you have any questions, please send in your emails. info@tvasiausa.com. That's our email ID. Any questions related to Ayurveda, Ayurvedic treatment, and we'll definitely talk about it in our show. Dr. Nair, once again, thank you so very much. And remember to follow Ayurveda to take care of yourself. Be well. Thank you.
Thank you.